In the fall of 1938, a man flew across Europe to meet another man. He went because the second man was preparing to take a country that wasn't his. The first man wanted to stop a war. He sat across from the second man, made his case, listened to terms, signed a document he believed would prevent disaster. Then he flew home. When he landed, he stood on a balcony in front of a cheering crowd and held the paper up so they could see it. He said it would mean peace for our time. The newspapers called him a hero. The crowd believed him. He believed himself. 11 months later, the bombs were falling on London. That man's name was Neville Chamberlain. The country he'd just handed over was Czechoslovakia. The man across the table was Hitler. And the war he was trying to prevent was World War II. I think about this a lot. People attribute Chamberlain as a coward. I think he was something worse, a guy who wanted peace so badly he couldn't see the war already standing in his living room. The most peaceful intentions can produce the worst outcomes when the other side isn't peaceful. Chamberlain wasn't an idiot. He was traumatized. He'd lived through World War I. He genuinely believed he was saving lives. He believed peace was the moral position. So he handed Hitler Czechoslovakia, and 60 million people died because of it. Peace only works when both sides want peace. The moment one side decides peace isn't their plan, your commitment to peace becomes their weapon against you. That's the lesson of every war that ever shouldn't have happened, and every war that should have happened sooner. Most people are taught that peace is automatically the moral position and war is automatically the failure. And I'd like to challenge that thought today. I think believing that is something we tell ourselves so we don't have to make hard decisions. Peace and war aren't opposites. They're tools. The wrong one used at the wrong time will get you killed. Most people lean too hard into peace, so they let things get taken. The other type leans too hard into war. They fight everyone, everywhere, for every reason. They mistake constant conflict for strength. By the time they're 40, they've burned every bridge they had, and they're convinced everyone else was the problem. Both types are doing the same thing. They picked one tool and use it for everything. One picked the peace treaty, the other picked the hammer. Neither of them learned when to switch. There's a version of you that knows how to fight. Most people kill that guy young. They start to believe that the sophisticated response is always the calm one. So they bury the part of themselves that knows how to throw a punch, and they grow up defenseless in a world that rewards people who can defend themselves. That was the version of you that was supposed to keep you safe. And you want to know the part that people miss in the story? That violence has solved more problems in human history than any other tool. Every peaceful country you can name is sitting on top of someone's willingness to use force to defend the peace. The moment you forget that, you become Chamberlain. The same instinct that protects you can destroy you. If you only fight, you become the thing you were afraid of. If you only seek peace, you become the prey you were trying to avoid. Neither one is wisdom. Don't be Chamberlain. Most of us are running smaller versions of his mistake every day.